we are back, and we're going to be doing some AVOWED today. But we have 4 days until Wilds, and that's going to take a lot of time. So, plan is for majority of the week is we're going to play a lot of AVOWED, try to get it done, get it over with, and then we will move on to. So loud. But the plan is to finish AVOWED this week. So that way we have enough time to do KCD. We have enough time to do Wilds, because Wilds is going to be a big one. It's going to take a lot of time. So, AVOWED, we're going to try and finish it this week. I've got a couple other games that are on the back burner, but like Dynasty Warriors, and I think there's one more. But as of right now, AVOWED, KCD, but today's just going to be an AVOWED day. Gotta love coffee. Whoever invented it was a very wise man. Or woman. I'm not sure who invented coffee. But definitely the goal is to be done with AVOWED this week. I'm enjoying it, having fun with it, but with KCD taking a lot more time than I had planned on, I figured, it wasn't going to be that expensive. I've got a lot of time into it. And so far, discussing the stuff we're going to be, I'm getting ready to take the house over for my ex-wife. Me and my girlfriend are going to take it over, and it's a bigger home. My ex can't afford it. He can, much easier than she can. Even with me not working fully, I'm still able to make good money, or make enough money to pay all the bills and everything for it, and as well as my car payment. So, discussing all that stuff has been kind of a headache, and it's just all within the last 24 hours. So, it's been a very, very interesting couple of, 24 hours with the whole conversations and everything. Alright. I already got that, so. Yeah, I did. Alright, so. Shining plaque draws sailor's eyes. Beneath the amethyst light. So that's amethyst is purple. Isn't there a lighthouse over here? sure that this one. I'm absolutely enjoying this game, but the lighthouse. Amethyst is color purple, right? Right? There we go. Yeah, we're gonna go over there. Grab that. Good water. Yes, sir. Good for swim. He was scared he's gonna die.
Yeah.
The galleon is obviously the superior vessel, you saw.
Faster way of doing this. go pick up the shiny.
Yeah.
Alright, where am I? Definitely got, I definitely
Yeah.
I don't know if this guy go over the top. Down
Yeah.
here. Alright, so let's go up here to the... I'm pretty sure it's either inside of it or on top of it.
Yeah.
If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down.
I don't know if that's a fat joke or not.
Yeah.
Alright. Pretty sure I've already got that.
They weren't much of an artist, but I think that's upstream by the park room wall.
Looking clouds. Goes to show this is just a simulation.
Well, nothing ventured, envoy.
Oh shit. All the way down. I should have killed. I would have killed the normal man. Not a godlike. Alright. Let's see. Some things real quick. There's 7. Oh, yeah. So need to go on the one here. Oh, from here. The other one isn't. In a little, you know, extra. Just that way it makes it faster. I need to check something. Alright, so let's go in here. Up to the high. What's it called? Hightown? Hightown. Alright, so be in the import.
The adherents only see us as soil to dying homeland. Why should we notice them?
I think I gotta buy it from you.
You're back.
So we're at in here is
You won't find any treasures that way.
Looking for something?
I am. Found it. Tell me I ain't gonna find nothing yet. Alright, so
I understand a curious spirit, but I promise that region is well.
found one in the Yellow Bank camp. But I have not been up here. Okay. So one lighthouse here. I found the one here in this area. Found that one. Found both of them in here. Is there one? Seven. I mean, jewel. It just. And that was that one. Yeah, found that one. Not sure from this one. This one. Did I? Up Island, Working Flames, did that one. So, go up here. There's just like fast travel. I'm gonna set up camp. I don't need to set up camp. It's like the last quest I got left. Okay, so really wish I could put markers on the map. Let's go north. Gotta love treasure hunting. Some of it's fun, some of it's also irritating, especially it don't make a lot of sense. Like the whole this dwarven it's in here. Pretty sure I found that was in here. Hey. I didn't even get the fucking treasure chest over here. But I didn't finish it. Okay. Makes sense. I thought I fucking did. There it is.
Looks like another piece of that Boudica totem.
Alright, got one more left. Where to be at though? It's gotta be down here. might be underneath everything. So this region, but I don't know where. Like a cave. Below death grip size. Below. So this thing that ices these. What do I need? Ain't that far south from it? You son of a bitch. Didn't even know there's a cave down here.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Need to go back to. Nope. I can't. Alright. Treasure.
You feeling okay? Seems like you were having a strange dream the other night. A cup of tea might help you sleep. Unless you need a nip of something stronger.
Are you certain?
I know what I sensed. I am beyond all doubt.
A source of essence? In the living lands? Impossible.
felt the flutter of Audra. There was no mistaking it. It was warm, playful yet powerful. Almost like my own.
Do you realize the weight of what you imply?
Of course I do.
An ill wind blows through Aora if any of what you say is true.
It may not be hostile.
Its existence is hostile.
Please. I've considered this with care. Think of the kith who live there. Always just beyond our reach.
I assume nothing. I will not rest until I learn the truth of this. If we cannot bring it to light, we all may be at stake.
There. Adds a little culture to the camp, doesn't it?
Alright. Also got another. Bridge. What I thought. Do this one, and then we'll continue the main quest. Ah, sure. Not ashamed. So, hit rate. But it's good. Nice and steady. Awesome. Oh. Get back to it. Keep talking. Wave wind. Just found a. Wow. We got several good things. Um, I want to keep a wand on me. I wish I could have like a third slot swapping. Go to some new region. I'm sure we're probably about 10 hours in this game already. Yeah. Go into some Steam. 4 hours. 12 hours already in. Which is not bad.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Of course. Don't let me keep you. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Good advice. Since she arrived, there's been a spike in disappearances. And I don't want to be one of them. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
As long as she's not on our scent. Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
He needs more than
Cleared
a
to
wide
pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
Believe me, that's a relief. Besides, the Steel Garrote's all too eager to take up that mantle.
That's for sure.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwine woman. She gives me the vricas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Well, maybe figure it out. We can't prepare for what we don't know is coming.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right?
Right.
Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome. Hilgard's already brought your homeland's prohibitions against animancy to Paradise.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops.
Gotta get a protein bar. Trying to cut weight. As well as enjoying my life.
Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway... You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines. Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Our deal was I'd help you find your assassin. I did that. I figured you'd probably travel faster with fewer people anyway. I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Hey, you don't have to butter me up.
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have two rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before
I
you
gotta say,
violate
this
the hugging
game is-
rule.
There's a lot of just corny shit that I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really that fond of. No, we don't have. See, it says. Yeah, I have two more ranger like shit. So. Oh, that's nice. Oh, so we get like. Three more. like the axe, but I'm more of a fire guy. Oh, can I not? Didn't know that. Okay, so I need more bear claws. Okay, got it. See if we can. Can you upgrade that? Oh, need more. Okay. Go ahead and get this. There we go. So, can't upgrade anymore. Awesome. Crafting some seems to be pretty simple. Oh, I gotta upgrade more mastery. We'll just and so now we're in when the land's in between. Alright. Finish the night and exit the party camp.
Oh, would you be a dear and help me explore it? Please?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's go.
Well done.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way. Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you? Sansa? Absolutely not. Cute as a button, but he's so high-strung. I pursue my own academic interests. Interests that require the vase in the ruins. And a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, Envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord. And I need this vase now. Oh, absolutely not. Vidaro, the governor, is an uptight postinago. But if you want to know about the governor, fetch me that artifact. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
Take your best shot. Take him down. Right flank. You're not looking for mud. Just like the good old days.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. If you say so, darling. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, Godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
The godless and their proclivity for high space. Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
You are aware I don't give a shit. Right.
Oh no, you That it?
Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad? As if people weren't hungry enough.
What the fuck?
Why is it somehow worse when the Revenants aren't trying to kill you?
A godlike in Emerald's Den. Well, maybe our luck's improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Try and use their names, if you don't mind. It builds their confidence. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
This is a dumb question, but I'm curious.
They get 3 meals a day and a comfortable home. What
does
more
the
could they
undead
ask
eat?
for?
I mean, miners in Solace don't have it that good.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. Aha! So the Blight got into my Revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
Ridiculous. Chocolate. There it is. If I don't do this now. What to do? And I'm well on my way for the day.
Not really. But that's all right. You and I have something in common. We're animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do. You see, the living lands is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy into our fields. And that's why Emerald's there is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities. Giata thinks so, and I trust Giata. Traditional farms depend on water, sunlight, and the mercy of insects. What you see here is no different. Animancy can change the world, but it's an uphill climb. People don't trust what they don't understand.
We'll talk later.
Come back soon.
Sorry, but looks a lot like the Dream Scourge to me. They're so fucking weird in this place, though. That's all it is.
Seven in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this? Ah, Ado. You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer? Matico. I mean, forgive me. It has been a trying week. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind. I don't know. They just disappear. I wish they would at least come back. Soon I won't have any left. People are used to the damned things wandering around. I'm the one who's panicking here. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it. I'm not losing anything. I'll get to the bottom of this, and I'll do it without her help. You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them. How should I know? I left years ago. Maybe she's made them more docile since then. I was hoping you'd say that. Just follow the trail of revenants. I'd look myself, but I don't trust the few subjects I have left. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
So... Freaking am I in? That don't make any fucking sense. Why am I up here when I left on this side? So I walked all the way this way to come here? That's so ridiculous. That doesn't even make sense. It would make sense to, you know, go north. That path north makes more sense than the path south. Especially since the Emerald Stair we come from the south. I gotta say, parts of this game is just ridiculous. I mean, that doesn't even, I mean, logically it does not make sense. And it's, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of frustrating.
go. Here we go. For you. Beat that, Marius. Nothing like a win with a good team. Yeah. Left leg. Well, that was fun.
I wish the, combat encounters.
Somebody has. Anybody there? I'm in trouble. Nice job. Come and get me! Can anyone hear me? Show me what you got! You're not looking good.
Oh, finally a rescuer. I was beginning to lose my voice.
Hey, thank you.
Thank the gods. I've been down here for ages. Oh, 1 minute, I'm engrossed in my research. The next thing I know, whoop, my workshop is in this damn pit. Not until lately. Now they're everywhere. The ruins were probably stable until those roots showed up. Quilici warned Vidaro that the roots would swallow the soil. As usual, nobody listened to him. So, here we are. We've never had plants like these. I'm no botanist, but even I can tell that something's not right.
That's all I didn't do. I didn't post on X. Or I got like another 45 on me. Not long one today, guys. Ugh, my guy looks sick.
If they don't know by now, they've got it coming. You and I have more important work to do. My notes are down here somewhere. They contain priceless data on the wildlife around Fjord.
That fall could have killed you. You worry about research?
Unlike those dullards in the
Not
workshop, I'm actually onto something. As soon as I dug them out, a gang of sporlings ran off with them. I can heave myself topside in time, but I'm in no shape to fight.
But were you ever in shape to fight?
If it makes you feel better, fine. They ran into the ruins. Now hurry. I can't have a sporling eating my life's work. For all I know, they could be halfway to Nakutadek by now.
Apparently I'm gonna have to go and help this. Help this guy with his research. Well,
This one's mine. Arms up. Next one's mine. What's the target?
why didn't let me do it first time?
You're alive? I mean, you're back. Ah! Did you find my notes? Ah, yes. The cover's a little worse for wear, but the notes are intact. My findings on squirrel essence are going to change everything. Everything! As everyone knows, squirrel brains grow and shrink in accordance with the nut season. So I thought, what if a squirrel's soul shrinks too? Huh? I propose that the size of our soul corresponds to our brain mass. If it weren't for this sinkhole, I would have already submitted it. I can't imagine any of my specimens are still intact, and I'll have to find somewhere to sleep. But I've got my notes. I can try again. Take this. Buy yourself something nice. It's the least I can do.
What just happened? I heard something about a squirrel.
Squirrel essence, buddy. I don't like that. The quests give you way more experience. Why? Why the fuck does it all have to be like that? We are going up this hill. Open to this other quest that we were originally doing. Wait. Back up here. I'm sure that key leads us to something. You serious shit, man. Just found it. Oh. Yeah, I'm bringing you. You got a problem with me, Marius? The sun and moon. Out's better than wind and wave. There too. And we are out and about again, making our way to find things.
Another down. That's one for us.
Mustn't do two places at the same time, alright. Where you get up there? Is it fuel? 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 The song stuck in my head, I just can't remember. Actual name. We got a new party. Yeah. Ooh, treehouse. We have that treehouse instead. Alright, so oh, no, it's just mainly spiders, bears, bandits.
The local fauna had their way with this one.
I'd say the revenants were hiding in that lake. Could be wrong.
And bear.
The water is beautiful, wouldn't you agree? The surface is calm, but the depths are full of life. Barrett's orphans, you mean? No. There is a power here that far surpasses me. In the time of the ancients, a piece of the sky fell here. Then came the water. It pulses with essence, though it does not live. You are a godlike. I'm surprised it did not speak to you. Call it whatever pleases you. Andra knows it by another name. Forgive me. We have no reason to know each other. I mediate between mortals and the Lady of Lament. Some call me a gift bearer.
Oh, good. I could use a new pair of boots.
We had one come to Paradise once. Thought he was a grifter. Especially since he only seemed to want tokens made of gold or gems.
They do, but coin doesn't concern me. Healing is my calling. That's what brought me to this lake. The shard of sky is a fragment of Ione Bratha. When the moon shattered, it fell here. Its memory is long and full of pain. Andra's. It sleeps deep in her soul records, and it still troubles her. If you retrieve the stone, find me at the harbor to the south. I have plans for it. And you. Take care when you breach the surface, though. The vessels might react. I hope it will not come to that. Make sure you hold your breath, godlike. Your work in this life is not finished.
I know that's what I want to hear before I go for a swim.
Okay, folks. Let's get the sky rock from the lake full of corpses so we can help out the creepy water priest.
Yeah.
Watch yourself. Oh, no, you don't. Time for new armor. It's not hitting hard enough.
And it crashed. The UE Unreal Engine Alabama game must be. Don't make no sense, but that's frustrating. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can get this fucking what it's supposed to. Aggravating. Game doesn't seem like it's optimized. I only got like another half hour before I'm getting off here, so I'm gonna play more of it. Hopefully, it don't crash. It shouldn't crash anyway. Infuriating. All right. There's my question. Is that what happens to godlike when they die? So many questions. I honestly don't see me probably. You can see all these fucking hands and shit. Serious.
On your right. One for you.
Hurry, Envoy. Those revenants are definitely coming this way. I think I sprained my shoulder.
Wait, so... So...
Watch yourselves.
Look left. Come and get me! Is that all you have?
You know what? Let's go ahead and use that. Because I want to hit harder.
Let's go.
Show me what you got.
I was just getting warmed up.
This one's mine.
Isokso!
Skeleton. Looks like you're up to the stone from the way. Come and get me. You're mine now. Another down.
You emerged from one shore and found me at another. Do you have the stone? Good. The farther it travels, the safer it will be. Even an enchanted stone should not attract the undead. The lake must have imbued it with some power I cannot name.
That's weird.
To
That
heal
don't make any
Andra's
sense.
wound, I must give it a watery grave, committed to the deepest, darkest ocean. She will forget it there. Then I am grateful to have broadened your experience. Now, will you return it? I have coin, if it would help. I can afford my boat passage. I need no more than that. Such as? Very clever. You're sure this is what you want? It isn't a decision to be made lightly. Go on, then. What did you have in mind that you want to be rid of? I feel it. An old deep cut, deeper than memory. It needs all the help it can get. There. It's done. Of course you have. You just don't remember what it was. The memory is my burden now. Do you feel lighter without your memory weighing you down? Forgetting an injury helps, but it does not remove the scar. So, that is that. I believe my time here has come to an end. Whatever called you to these shores, I hope it reveals itself soon. Until our next voyage around the wheel, godlike.
Giving up a memory. I almost envy you.
I would kill for a standard festering snake bite right now. This place could use a broom or two. And maybe a team of carpenters.
I don't think it's fair. I didn't do anything wrong. You're probably using me as an example. Pick on the note. I'll be back.
There you are. You'd been gone so long I was starting to worry. What happened at the lake? So there was something supernatural at work. I knew it. Tell me more. Incredible. I've never seen revenants gaze at the moon. Could some essence... Never mind. Now that it's here, they'll come back. This is brilliant. Give it to me. I'll take samples right away. All right, but don't tell anyone you...
Okay. I was wondering if I can do anything else with it.
Made up your mind? It's radiant. I can't thank you enough. Now, am I forgetting something? Oh, of course, your reward. Go, go. I've got to examine this.
You showed up at a bad time.
What's this supposed to mean?
Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one. Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last. You could do a lot worse than Giatta, but she can be a bit confrontational. The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when Animancers fight.
An Animancer fightery. I mean, nice. Oh, nice.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel-Garrote business again? Certainly not. Besides, I have no more business in Fjord. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel-Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests. Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace? Huh.
Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Eora.
Let's talk to the governor first.
Giatta, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops! Look at your city! The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our... How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Did you hear that, Ignacy? You should be taking notes.
Of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Indeed. We were fighting the Dream Scourge before it even had a name. I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity. Cut off the dream scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
As usual, Giatta never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing.
What do you expect?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just
I don't
trying
like how
to
they
stop
do that.
Giatta from hurting herself.
What does
Animancy
his
is
2 cents
dangerous
have to
when
do
you're
with
shooting
anything?
in the dark.
I don't care.
You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Perhaps, but I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Anyway, we are gonna call it there for the day. I've got to go get a little one and get some other things taken care of. So, in the meantime, you all have a good rest of your day, and I will be on tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, drink a little,